Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Python interview questions. That is, can you explain how to use inheritance in Python? Let me answer. Inheritance is a mechanism in which a child class acquires the properties of its parent class. Apart from having its own properties, a child class is going to acquire the properties of its parent class in inheritance, guys. Let me practically demonstrate this inheritance for you in a detailed manner now. Okay. So let me switch to this PyCharm IDE where I'll clear all this stuff. And here I'll write this code, guys. So I'll create a class, say animal class. So that's it. Here I'll create an init method, okay, to initialize the variables of this class. I'm going to create an init method, def underscore init self. Okay, like this, I'll create a method. So I'll just create a parameter here, specify a parameter for this init method to initialize that particular variable, say species. Okay. Now here I'll say self dot species is equal to species. Okay. Like this, I'll do it. So apart from this, what I'm going to do here I'm going to give one more parameter, that is name, guys. Okay. I'll also provide name here. Here I'll say self dot name is equal to name. Okay. These are two parameters I created in this animal class. And apart from this class, I'll create one more class, that is dog class. I'll make this dog class a child of this animal class. How to make that? Dog animal, I have to say. Okay. So here also there is going to be an init method, init. So here I'll say name, breed, I will say. Okay. And here I'll say self dot name is equal to name. Self dot breed is equal to breed. Like this, I'll create. Now I'll have its own methods. For example, this animal class has its own method. Let's say def, okay, show or get species details. Okay, get species details. One random method I'm creating, guys. Here, what I'll do is I'll say print. I'll mention this self dot name plus is a plus self dot species, I will say. Okay, self dot name is a self dot species. So here I'll say I'll give one method here also. Okay, I'll create one method here. I'll just name that like this. Def uh, get breed name like this. I'll just create a print statement, and here I'll mention self dot name plus is a belongs to breed. Which breed? This breed, whatever I'm trying to write now, is a breed. Okay, plus self dot breed. Okay, fine. So yeah, like this, I'll create init method and method inside this a function inside this animal class. Now I'll create. Now this class, dog class, is a child class of the animal class because of this representation here. See, because of the syntax or representation, the dog class is now a child class of this parent animal class. And to access the properties of this dog, I'll create an object for the dog class. Okay. So I'll say dog1 is equal to dog of. Here, this one will create an object, guys. Dog means it will create an object, and the object, this is the object reference. Okay. Now, when you're creating an object, since this particular dog class has an init method, okay, I have to pass name and breed, guys. Okay, I'll pass the name as Tommy and breed as bulldog. Okay, bulldog. Like this, I'll do. Okay. Now, next thing, Tommy and Bulldog. Okay. So Tommy will go into the name and will be assigned to self dot name. Bulldog will go into breed and will get assigned to self dot breed. Like that. Okay. Now, using this object reference, what I can access, there's one problem here, guys. Okay, there's one problem. If there is a child class which is inheriting the properties from the animal class, if there is a child class of this parent class or something, the child class init method is there, means this init method should explicitly call the init method of the parent class. It's another rule. Okay, in inheritance, if the child class has an init method, then the init method of the child class should explicitly call the init method in the parent class. How to do that? So before you assign self dot name and all the stuff, or okay, whatever it is, here we have to write down. Okay, you have to call this method, guys. Okay, that is how to call this method. How to call this method. So I'll say animal, with the help of animal I'll call. Okay, so animal class dot underscore underscore init. Okay, here I'll be passing what I have to pass, whatever the name I'll get, I'll pass that. Along with the name, I have to pass what is the breed here. For the dog class, what is the breed? The breed is not breed actually. What is the species here that I need to pass? This method I'm calling, right? This init method I'm calling from here explicitly from the init method of the child class. So here name, comma, I'll write the species as dog, guys. Okay, it's a dog, right? Species is nothing but dog, guys. Like this, I have to write down. Now, when I'm creating an object for the child class, okay, this init method will be automatically called. Here Tommy will go into name, and okay, name will be assigned to self dot name, and in this explicitly called init method of the parent class also name will be passed from here to here, and here bulldog will go into breed and breed will get assigned. Here dog will go from here to here. Okay, name is coming from this init method calling statement, whereas species is coming from here to here. Okay, so name will be Tommy. Name will go from travel from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. Okay, Tommy, and species will travel from dog to species and species. Okay, like that. And Tommy name will bulldog, that is breed, will navigate from here to here and here. Okay, like that. Now using this object reference, I can access both the properties of the parent and child classes, guys. Okay, by creating an object for the child class, I can access the properties of the parent class also, because child class inherits all the properties of the parent class. Okay, child class inherits all the properties. This method also will be inherited by the dog class. By using the object reference of the dog class, we can access this method from the parent class also. You see, dog one dot get species details. You see, get species details is coming, which belong to the parent class, which is inherited by the child class. I can access using the object reference of the child class. Similarly, what I can do here, I can say dog one dot get breed name. Okay, get breed name. That's it. Okay, get species details, get breed name. Let me run this. Right click run. So there's some problem coming. Let's see what is the problem. Species is missing, it's saying. Let's see. Species. We have called it right. Species is not missing. Actually, we are calling it animal. Okay, animal dot init name, comma dog we are passing, but dog is not going here. Species. Okay, in line 14, it's saying here name, init name will go here. Dog has to go here. Okay. Maybe I have to say comma. Let's see. Let's run this. Right click run. It's working fine. Okay. I have to give self keyword here, guys. While calling this init method, I have to also pass self. Okay. Self will go into self. Name will go into this name. Dog will go into this species. Okay. That was a mistake. I have to write space self there. Okay. You see, Tommy is a dog. You see this method. Self dot name Tommy belongs to the breed bulldog. Okay. First, this init, which init method is getting run when I'm calling this. Okay. It's calling this method, and here is explicitly calling this one. Okay. And when this is calling this one, here get species details is coming. In that self dot name is Tommy is a dog. Tommy is a dog. After that, control will come here, And here we are calling get breed name, where this method is being called, and it's saying self.name belongs to breed bulldog is getting printed. Okay. So like this, guys, we can implement inheritance. Okay. This is a proper way of implementing the inheritance, guys. Okay. Where the child class inherits the properties from the parent class. Here, this is the property of the parent class, which is inherited by the child class. And by creating an object for the child class, we can access both the properties of the parent and child classes. Okay. And inherited properties of the parent class to the child class, and the child class its own properties also we can access with the help of the object reference of the child class. And also we have to implement the init methods in the inheritance like this. Okay, if there is an init method in the child class and init method in the parent class, then we have to explicitly call the init method in the parent class. Okay, that's another rule. So can I explain how to use inheritance in Python? This is how, guys, this is how practically we have to use inheritance in Python, guys. Okay, this is the basic example using which you can explain in the interviews. If you get this kind of question in the interviews to explain how to use inheritance in Python, if you are able to explain this program, you are good, guys. Okay, so this is a proper example, guys. Okay, with init methods and all those stuff. Okay, how to access the properties of the parent class and child class by creating an object reference, by creating an object of the child class, and by using the object reference, we can access all the properties of the child class and inherited properties from the parent class. So hope, guys, you got the answer for this question. So that's all for this session. In the next session, I'm going to answer another Python interview question for you. Till then, see you. Bye bye.